us about your US Open wins in 97 and 98. That's a tough question. Well, 97, that's my dream. It was a dream to win a Grand Slam. And 98 was confirmation that I actually could win it. It's a little bit like having your second child. You realise it wasn't a fluke. Memories of your classic semi-finals versus Agassi here in 2001. Well, memory was that I cramped. I just wasn't fit enough. I know it was a very steamy night and I was playing really well. 2 sets to 1 up. I felt the cramps coming on in the third set tiebreaker and I knew then that I was in a lot of trouble. Not a great memory. What do you miss about being on tour? Probably my mates. I think we had a really great crew of guys come through them, of Aussie guys. We had probably at least 20 odd Australian players playing singles and doubles in the mid to late 90s, and they were my mates and we had plenty of fun times. What does it mean to you to be Davis Cup captain for Australia? Responsibility. I think there's a big responsibility on me helping the team to become the best and getting the best team we can to be successful in Davis Cup again. And I want to set a really good example for the guys coming through and what it means, and tell them what it means to represent your country. What is it like to be an underwear model? Embarrassing, very embarrassing. It pays the bills, and when I'm on the court I have to deal with things like show us your undies, Pat. And that's hard. I really don't know whether to show them or not. Describe the crowds at Melbourne Park. Excitable, crazy at times, but very fair and understand the game very well. They'll support anyone who they think's a good person. Who were your biggest rivals during your career and why? Well, at my time, my biggest rivals were Pete Sampras and Andre Agassi. They were the 2 best players, and we were all trying to vie for the best spot, the #1 spot, and winning Grand Slams. They were my rivals, but they beat me all the time. Whether you call that a rival or not, I don't know. Which current players would you choose to be your doubles partner and why? Well, I'd like to say Roger Federer. He's a good mate. We played against each other a little bit when he was coming up. He was only 15, but he was young. Yeah, he's a good fellow and he's a great player, so why wouldn't I have the best in the world playing with me? What is the funniest thing that you have heard called out in the court? No, I haven't heard it, but this is what I've heard. Gary Muller, he was quite a good player from South Africa. He asked the umpire if you could get a warning for what you're thinking. And the umpire said, well, no, you can't. He goes, well, that's great, because I think you're an effing idiot.